And they actually, where I actually live basically next door to a cemetery. So I'm not sure if all you guys knew that, but well, I've got to walk either across the street, up the road a bit, or across the paddock. And this one's been sitting with Great Granny and Auntie May for ages, so it's starting to get yellow, which I knew it would. So I've just added some resin flowers. So this is a recent thing, and I stuck their pictures on as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. They've got their bling on as well, and I might take you for a walk over to the cemetery when I take this one over, if you want. Yeah, I thought that would be fun. Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm doing a Beebeecraft review today of these little pendant bezels. Now I got them a little while ago, and they came in a pack of 10. And I'm not even sure that you can still get them anymore. And they were under $10, that's Australian dollars. They have got on their website some different ones, quite similar to these silver ones. They're 40 by 30 millimetre, the same, but they come with the glass cabochons, whereas these ones I got didn't come with the glass cabochons. But I had some of these, and they happened to be the same size. And they've also got on their website that I saw, they've got another 10 pack that you can get, but they're 10 different styles, and they're about $8.39. So if you're interested in any of these, I'll have the links in my description box, and I've also got a 10% discount code. And if you're a creator and you're only fairly new, and you've got 100 subscribers or more, you could be in line to do their YouTube program if you wanted to and review their products. So yeah, go and check them out. I've got that link also available in my description box. So today we're going to be doing some, well, I've done some memorial pieces, and I'll show you that in a sec. And I wanted to add some photos this is for my mum and dad, for their gravesite. So what I've done, I'll show you. Let's move these out of the road. So hopefully you can see that. So I put together all these nice, they're sort of like, they weren't satin, they're sort of like spongy flowers. I can't think what they're called. I've got a total mind blank, but they're really pretty. So I got my heart mould out, and I put the flowers in it, put some bling around. And when I made this, I had some new resin that was supposed to be deep pour when I bought it. And when I poured it, it actually gave me a flash cure. I don't know if you can see that. You can only just see it. But it's not too bad, but I wanted to put, so this is going to go at Mum and Dad's grave. And everyone that I've shown, they said, oh, it's so pretty, someone's going to steal it. I'm like, who steals anything from graveyards? Apparently it's a thing. So I thought, oh, well, I'll put their pictures on it, and nobody will want to steal it because, you know, it's going to be more personal then. So I've finished this one, so that's Mum. And see, they're going to be stuck on here somehow. And I've got a picture of Mum and Dad, which I love that picture. And then I've got a picture of Dad, which I've got to finish. So I've got these two to finish. So I'll show you how I did those. And then, yeah, I've got to work out where to stick Mum on here. But yeah, maybe cover that flash cure. I'm not sure, but we'll work it out. So I've already done 2 more of these for my great-grandma and my auntie, who are actually buried together. Now, Mum and Dad's cemetery, where they are, it's about a 15-minute drive from my house, whereas I'll grab this one. So this is my great grandmother, this is great granny and Auntie May, and they actually, where I actually live basically next door to a cemetery. So I'm not sure if all you guys knew that, but well, I've got to walk either across the street up the road a bit or across the paddock, and this one's been sitting with great granny and Auntie May for ages, so it's starting to get yellow, and which I knew it would. So I've just added some resin flowers. So this is a recent thing, and I stuck their pictures on as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. They've got their bling on as well, and I might take you for a walk over to the cemetery when I take this one over, if you want. Yeah, I thought that would be fun. I go over there nearly every day. Take the dog for a walk, check out who's over there. Yeah, I love it. And just checking out the history, I find it really interesting. So, with these bezels, they come with like a little round bit on the top so you can attach a necklace. Well, I just cut that off with my little snippers with these guys. And then I got my metal file and just fold off the top so it's not sharp. So I've already done that for these two. Now, when you're sticking any photos to resin, you're supposed to seal them. Now, I've got Mod Podge, but a lot of people use that, but I always find with the Mod Podge, I always get streaks from a brush, so, you know, brush strokes in it. And I had a really good adhesive spray-on one, and it's specifically for photos and paper, but I'm out of it, so I have to get some more. So that's awesome. Awesome. But today, I'm just basically, because I'm going to be sticking these on, I thought, oh, well, the UV is going to seal it anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just make up a really weak, as in not strongly pigmented white. So I am using J Diction UV resin hard type, and I'll just add a drop of, try this pearl. I was going to use just the white pinata, but I found this pearl, so I thought I'd see what that looked like. So I'll just mix that up. And I might just drop, or add, I should say, one of these. If I can get the lid off, there we go. It's coming slowly. Okay, we'll give that a mix. Oops. So I'm just going to put my photo. Now these photos, I actually printed them up myself for my printer. Just going to stick it on my little silicone patty cake. So this is my pop. because I've got to still do one for my grandma and my pop, because they're at another cemetery as well, which is about probably a 25-minute drive from my house. And see, it was a bit of just trial and error. I printed that one up and then had a template and it was too big, so I just shrunk the photo and then printed it up with, so I had some print paper here at home and just printed it up on my I've just got an inkjet printer, so yeah. So yeah, that's easy to do. And I just traced around on my cabochons. Alright, so let's just seal the back of this. So I need my other tool. So I've got some glitter in here. I'm just going to move my lamp over. This over a bit so I can see. It's better. So you can see my photo soaking up this resin, but hopefully it won't discolour it too much. Whoops. And because once it all sort of soaks into it, then like it'll wet it all. But when all of it's wet, then you sort of don't really notice it on the front. And that's why I was doing it white as like, yeah, a sealer, because the back of the photo is white. Which it sort of looks grey. When you do this, you've got to try and do it level, otherwise, you know, it'll be a bit wonky in your bezel. But yeah, see how all the photo now is just about all the same colour. It doesn't look like I've got any bubbles, so that's good, so I don't have to torch. Just let that soak in a little bit more. It seems to be sort of all the same colour now, I think. So we'll just pop that under our light. I could have probably done it a little bit darker, and then let's do the other one. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I haven't got my gloves on. Gosh. It's probably all yelling at me. It's alright, I'm going to go and wash my hands after I do this. And then come back and show you the next stage. You know when you get that feeling that you're missing something? Thinking, what is it? What is it? That's what it is. Gosh. So when you're doing this, you just got to be careful that you don't get, see how I've got the resin there? I don't get that on the front of the photo. Let's wipe that off. Wipe my hands. Just making sure I get right to the edges. Oops. Okay, I'll go and pop that under my light. Go and wash my hands and get my gloves on, and I'll come back in a sec. Okay, so they're both cured now. So I'm going to glue these in. I don't want to put my glue right to the edge, but close enough. So I'm just using my B6000, which is the one that you get from Temu. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we've done our glue. Stick a photo of Dad in. So that one, yeah, you can see a little bit of where I didn't go right to the edge with the back coat, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. No one's going to notice it. They're not going to be sticking their head down that close, I'm sure. Okay, so we'll let that dry a bit. Push it down a bit more. Okay, now, don't get any bubbles in this. Put on our cabochons. We're going to make sure they're extra clean. Get our cloth, make sure we got all our fingerprints off. So yeah, I would suggest to seal your photos first. As I said, I've got Mod Podge, but I don't like using it. You can use PVA glue or any sort of sealer, as long as it says it's, you know, for paper or photographs. But I don't like using Mod Podge because I always get fingerprints in it. So excuse my arm. So I'll pack these up while we wait for the glue to dry a bit more. Okay. So get my UV. And I just want to put some in the middle without trying to get bubbles. Just sort of like about that much. You know, 2 or 3 drips. Hopefully that's enough. And we want to just drop our cabochon on there. And hopefully that should all spread to the edges. I want it to go to the edge without being like too much. don't know if you can see that spreading. I can zoom in a bit. So that's nearly to the edge. I'm just pushing down. I can see it sort of going right to the edge. Give it a bit of a wibble. I don't think it's come out the sides anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to cure that now, and that should be stuck down forever. There's Dad. Pop him under that UV light. Now, hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I don't know if I can zoom in a bit more so I can still see it. No. Okay, that's about as far as I can go. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Okay, just something on there. I'm not sure what that was. A bit of glue or something. So yeah, I usually do about 3 drops in the middle, but sort of like trying to get the same shape as the cabochon. Okay, and fingerprints. Looks better. So we're just going to drop that on. Hopefully you'll see that spread. Just going to keep pushing it down until I can see that it's got hit the edges, which it has now, without coming all the way out. So that was sort of like the perfect amount. Nothing's oozed out. And we'll pop that one under to get cured. And that's how simple it is. So I'll come back when these are ready. So these have all cured now. So now all I have to do is stick them onto our heart. So it'll be sitting up like that. So I've got to arrange them. You know, something like that. But they've got to be, because they'll be sitting, so this will be like the ground where my hand is here. So I've got to make sure that they're vertical. So when I work out where I want them, I'll glue them down. Yeah, I think maybe like that will be nice. Something like that anyway. I'll have to work it out. So yeah, when I've worked them out, I'll glue them on and come back and I'll take you for a walk over to the cemetery. So I'll see you soon. Oh, good one, Ukes. Rude. kangaroos. Huh. Don't usually see kangaroos over here. Cool. I have to bring the whip snipper over. That looks pretty. Little hole. Someone might be trying to escape. So I can just see the roof of my house. Oh, that, it's open. Wow. Woo. Just got a hole. Hopefully that wasn't an old grave. Yeah, that poor one has it's gone sideways. Some of them are sad when you can't read the names. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. So this has, the glue has dried. I was going to say this is cured. Or sad, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty. What do you reckon? Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so I love it. So I'll have to take this one out to Rowley. I may even bring you along for the ride too. So hopefully you enjoyed that. My videoing was pretty crappy, and yeah, you couldn't really see the kangaroos, but there's I think two of them. Yeah, so that was a bit of a shame that I didn't capture them a bit better. So yeah, thanks heaps for watching, everyone, and I've got the link and discount code for these guys in my description box. And don't forget, if you want to review some Beebeecraft things and you get to pick out, you know, about 4 or 5 things each month, jump in the description box and I've got the link for that as well in there. So thanks again for watching, and thank you to my subscribers. Don't forget about the March subscriber giveaway. So details again in my description box, and stay tuned for the photos, and I'll see you real soon for the next one. Okay, bye.